Okay, so in my last video, I unboxed this DeskPi RackMate T1, and these are the parts spread out on the table in front of me here on the kitchen island. And I've gone ahead and put together the two side windows. So the plexiglass, which had a protective film on it, I've peeled that off. And these are put together really simply. There's a screw at the top and the bottom. Same on this side, top and bottom. And then there's a couple of rubber feet that go on. So those are done. And then the rest of the parts are here. So this piece here, which is also like a plastic, that goes on top. This one goes on the bottom. And then these are front plates. And these will go at the top. So this will hold the bottom, these will hold the top, kind of a window frame to hold this piece here. And then these are the handles that will go on top. And that's about it. So there was one bag here that had all of the KM4 by 16 millimeter, and it had the 4 rubber feet in it. So that was sort of the stage 1, and there's one extra screw in the bag. So moving on to the next part, which is attaching this piece to the bottom and this piece to the top. And possibly, let me just see here if the handles are part of that. Yeah, the handles are part of that process as well. So these are the screws that we're going to be using next. Let's put these ones aside because they're done. And these are the screwdrivers that they give you to do the work. All right, so having said all of that, let's get started with the bottom piece. And it is, go back a couple of pages here, these little screws here, and they come with a plastic washer. Okay, so that will just sit right on the end of the screwdriver like so. And if I center this, it looks like it lines up perfectly with 2 of the holes. Now I'm putting it in such a way that the plexiglass is at the bottom here. Okay, so it's not facing me, otherwise this would be on backwards. And start another one. I don't want to tighten it until I have both lined up. That's about it. Okay, so it's not super tight, but it'll hold it in place. Now I'm just gonna put it on its side, line up this one, and then do the same. Oh, that's the wrong. Oh no, they're all the same size. Done. Sometimes it doesn't help when you have big hands for these things. Just a little patience though. That's it. I think that's going to be flexible enough, yeah, that I can get the piece in the top. I will leave these a little bit loose because I don't want to end up accidentally bending the metal because I'm trying to fit the piece in the top. So now this piece, I'm going to peel off the protective paper here. Oh, the protective paper is tearing. Oof. Okay, this is a little more delicate than the other one was. This is paper and not like a vinyl. Wow. Depending on how long this takes, I may just edit this part out. Testing the strength of my fingernails too. see if I can peel this from one end to the other. It's tearing a little bit in places. All right, well, this is not my favorite part, that's for sure. That's 90%. I'll clean that up later. Ugh, I have a whole other side here to do. That seems to be the most efficient way to do it. And one last little bit here. I'm not going to worry about the little bits that are left. So now I'm going to stand this up. Oh. And I'm going to start all over because I put this piece on the top and it's meant to go on the bottom. Now if I just put this, again, line it up, and you can see this is the bottom and that's the side that I should have put this on, but that's why it pays to pay attention to details. All right, now we're kind of back to where we were. I'm going to put on the top piece now. So this piece, let me just go here. Like this is going to go here, and then the handles will go on top. And the metal pieces go with this facing down into the side. That's going to go like that, and then I'll screw in there. This is the, I believe, the long screw. No, sorry, it's the short screw. That lines up there. Okay, so it looks like this metal piece actually sticks up a little bit. And that's correct. It has a little picture showing that in fact it's supposed to be sticking up a little bit at the top. So if you see that, that's good. So we're on the right track. Okay, so we did this side, turn it around. This is going to sit in there like that. Then the handles are going to hold it down. Okay, so we get this other piece here. There we go. Had to be sticking up the top a little bit. Oops. Doesn't want to fit. Oh, it's too high. Alright, so give that a good snug twist. Not over tighten, but where it stops. And then we move on to the handles. And here they are. Now you can see in the top, in this piece of plastic, there are two holes that line up with the handle. So we put this in between the two metal plates that are sticking up a little bit. That kind of holds it in place. And then we're going to put these metal handles in place. And these are using the long screws. So 4 long screws go in here. And there's a 5th here. There's an extra one. Right, so I'm just going to drop them all into place. And then I'll go around and tighten each one. Now I could have used a drill to make this a lot faster, but I thought I would just use the tools that it came with in case that's all you have. Not everyone has these tools handy. So that one's tight. Now I'm not going super tight because of the acrylic, this piece of plastic here. I don't want to crack it. And also this is for lifting it. It's not going to be used most of the time except when I'm transporting it. Okay, so then now I can pick this up and move it around. And the last piece here, there's a few pieces, but one of them is to put in this tray. And so it looks like they put it this way, with the angle on the top. So this will go in here, and I can put it. Okay, so you leave one screw hole at the bottom. So that's the first U right there. And now I have to open up kind of the last bag. Let me put these extra screws aside. These are all of the typical rack mount screws and plastic washers. And this one is a Phillips. Okay, there's the first one in. And on this side, there we go. And that's it. So now, there are a few base plates here that I can add. There's 3 of them that they provide. I'm probably going to put up on the top here my wireless router because it's not a rack mountable unit. I have ordered 3 mini PC racks for my Dell, I think they're Optiplex, little mini PCs. So that's 3U that I'll use up in here, and then I'll maybe get a switch. So this will be maybe half full when I'm all done, and then these can kind of cover up the empty spots, and it'll give me some room to grow in the future. So there you have it. Pretty simple to put together, a little finicky. The paper was, I would say, the most difficult part was peeling off the acrylic. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll let you know in future videos how I like working with it.